Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Lately I've been seeing a lot of people doing reviews on the VyparSpectra light, so what the hell, let's run with the lemmings and see what happens here. If you've watched my previous videos, which don't feel bad if you haven't, because I'm pretty sure nobody watches this channel, but if you have seen the previous videos, you know that when I put together the 90-gallon frag system, I chose a VyparSpectra for the 40 breeder that I'm using as the sump/refugium. I did this mainly because I thought the Vypar was essentially a Mars Aqua, which I also own, with a built-in digital timer. But it actually turns out to be a much, much better light. So let's take a little closer look at it here. It does have the digital timer, which was one of the big selling points for why I bought it. It's 165 watts, but if we look at this, so if we look at channel 2, for example, which is the whites, I currently have it set at 6. And then if we go down to channel 1, I currently have that set at 8. And the reason I have them set that low is this light pumps out a ton of light. This thing is way more powerful than I thought it was. When I first installed it, I had it set at 10 and 15 for whites and blues respectively, and the corals were very not happy at that setting. So I ended up turning it down, and as we can see, if we look down here, don't mind the diatoms all over the place, but the corals are nice and happy and open, and the way they should be. So if you're wondering how I was able to change the channels or look and see, it comes with this cool little remote that actually makes life really, really simple. You have this button up here that's basically your function button. So you see I can go channel 1, then I can go to channel 2 if I want, and I can set my times. Go back to channel 1, hit the function button, it goes back to the clock. Down here on the bottom of the remote, there's buttons for turning channel 1 on and off, channel 2 on and off, and for setting your clock. Very simple, very intuitive, very easy to use. As you can see in the back there, it uses a single power cord, which is actually a huge improvement over the Mars Aqua, which actually uses 2 separate power cords. Hanging it is pretty easy. I used the wire hangers that were included with the kit and just put in some eye bolts up here in the wood and use some carabiners, and it seems to be working pretty good. One of the things I really like about this light is if you go online and you look up the VyparSpectra light spectrum, you'll see that it hits all of the major points that it should. It actually has a very impressive number of LEDs in it, and it does just a really good job of spreading that light out, especially if you hang it high. You see right here, I've actually got it more than a foot above the water, which makes that light spread out and diffuse really nicely, which is probably part of the reason I have diatoms. But yeah, this light has all of the main spectrums going all the way down to 400 nanometers, which is really impressive for what is essentially a Chinese black box light. Price wise, you can pick one of these up for $120, $125, and they are definitely worth it. I definitely recommend this as a light for somebody who's just getting into the hobby or somebody who just wants an affordable light that works. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching.